Hello, welcome back to my channel. My name is Carissa Fawn if you're new, and if you're interested in learning about my skin, my rosacea, this is the first video in a series, then please keep on watching. Oh, snap!
2022?
Big things.
Can't even tell you because that's how good it's gonna be.
So welcome back to my channel. Hi, if you're returning, I'd love to have you guys here. You guys are the best. And if you're new, I make videos on fashion, lifestyle, vlogging, all that good stuff. And I'm moving soon, so there's a ton of moving vlogs coming up. And I also do skincare videos. And in today's video, I'm gonna talk all about my journey with rosacea. So where to even get started? So I have an entire video about my skin in general and like acne and my journey with that. So you might want to watch that first because that gives you like my entire background. So if you want that, then head there. So, you know, because of the acne my entire life, and this is just a theory. Again, I am not a dermatologist. I am not an esthetician. These are just my experiences, and this video is just to kind of share mine, and then you can tell yourself or cross-reference with whatever you want to do if you can relate or not. And if you don't like talk through videos, you don't like me talking, then don't stay. Okay, so my theory, and you know, one of my dermatologists told me that a lot of Caucasian people with lighter skin will end up with rosacea. It's from sun exposure, you know, from anything you do that has inflammation involved, like alcohol, coffee, and genetics. And then also I had acne my entire life, so I'm not sure, this is my own theory. Because I had acne my entire life growing up, I don't anymore. Watch the other video if you want to find out how. But because of that, I think that my skin was just so chronically inflamed from my skin condition. And I don't know if that just contributed to my cheeks. It was really like, so my rosacea is right here. And right now I have makeup on, and there's like a filter on this camera, I can see it. I don't know how to turn it off, but I will put an unfiltered photo right here so you guys can see, like, this is my rosacea at its worst, probably right out of the shower or something. It's not always really bad when I have my makeup off, but when it's bad, it's like very obvious. I've seen doctors about it, so it's confirmed, like, definitely have rosacea, and it's primarily here. I don't really get it too bad here, here, here. My cheeks are what takes the brunt of it at the moment. So after like clearing up my acne, I started realizing that, like, yeah, my skin was looking great, but it felt uncomfortable still, and I really noticed every single time I would shower. I would get out of the shower and go to do my makeup, and I'm like, I am beet tomato red. Like I don't know, I never experienced that in my life. I think I was so focused on my acne that maybe I never noticed, or I didn't care. It was like the least of my worries at the time. So it kept happening, and my skin was now getting, like, to the touch so hot. And this was probably 4 years ago that I really started experiencing this a lot. And then I didn't really know what I was doing. And at the time I didn't really care, and I was going through a lot of traumatic stuff at the time. So maybe that also could be, you know, what triggered it, stress, I don't know. Sun exposure, I was traveling a ton in the Caribbean, you know, so that could be it too. They started also getting bumps, and the bumps was when I was like, I'm drawing the line at bumps. You can't cover them, they are not cute on camera. I'm a model, the bumps were not, I was not about the bump life. So I went to the doctor. I was going to a local dermatologist in my area. I was living in Northeast Philly at the time, and she pretty much told me, like, yes, you have rosacea, I can see it. There's no cure for it, and anything I can prescribe to you, sorry, that's my dog. Anything I can prescribe to you is not really gonna cure you because there's no cure. And any medications I give you are just gonna, like, temporarily kind of conceal the inflammation. And I'm like, okay, great, thank you so much. Exactly what everyone with inflamed, crazy cheeks wants to hear, right? So, I don't know, you know, and you can tell me if you're a dermatologist or a PA or something, like, is that accurate? Like, there's no cure? I've done some research myself, and I've never seen anything about a cure. I don't think that there is one. But anyway, so I was kind of like, okay, now I go into, like, when things like this happen to me, I go into, like, second mode. Okay, so what can I do to live with it and maintain it and make it not something that rules my life? And then you always think about, like, well, Kim Kardashian has psoriasis and she's thriving. So I was at this dermatologist that was local, and they're not a plastic surgeon, they're not a laser center, but she had this laser there, and I bought like a few rounds of it. It was very expensive. It was like $600 every session. I got like 3 sessions done. It did absolutely nothing. I'm like, okay, I don't really know what to do now. And so at the time I was also drinking a lot. I was young, I was in my 20s, and I was drinking every weekend, drinking a lot of coffee. I was just like not even caring. I was in the sun. I don't even know if I was wearing sunscreen then. Like I knew nothing about rosacea. So a little bit more time passes and I start to like recover from my trauma. I'm like on an emotional good journey, which makes me start to think like, okay, I really want to see a real doctor about this. And I really want to start researching. So I started researching, and alcohol is a huge trigger. So I decided to really cut back. So I cut back to like 1 day a week I could go out with my friends and have drinks. That started helping a lot. I mean, alcohol does not do well with my skin, and I know for a fact now that was one of the main reasons it was getting so bad. I also started religiously wearing sunscreen, and I wear Elta MD now, or I wear a Tula version that is like incredible. I have tons of different sunscreen recommendations if you guys want a video on that. That can be separate, leave a comment down below. And I couldn't cut out coffee. That's one thing. I know caffeine is like known to be associated with rosacea. I'm sure that's true. I switched to iced coffee. So I'm like, you're not supposed to be in extreme heat or extreme cold with rosacea, because again, that also inflames your skin. I just do cold coffee most of the time. And if I want to do hot, I just, it is what it is. Anything that you put in your mouth that's hot, it's going to make your cheeks red, but pick and choose your battles. That was one. I didn't want to give up coffee forever. Anyways, so I also like temperature regulating my apartment. So where I live now, it's always like 60 degrees. If it's hot in here, my boyfriend knows immediately. Mark turns around and he's like, your cheeks are red. It's too hot in here. I don't overwash my face. I wash my face once a day at nighttime to get my makeup off. In the morning, I don't wash it. I don't put cleanser on my face. I try not to get as wet as much as possible to not impair my moisture barrier. So always trying to be gentle with that. I try not to go too hot in the shower as well. I don't really do the sauna because of it. Hot tub is really difficult for me to do. Think extreme temperatures. If you're gonna do it sparingly, and just be aware that if you're gonna get in a sauna and you have rosacea, like you're gonna get red and inflamed. Also, there are a lot of moisturizers I can't use. I put them on my face, I put them here, and I get so much texture here. It's actually unreal how much texture I get. So that's just like a little bit behind the scenes on like the tips and tricks I do to avoid having a big flare up. And then sometimes I just have flare ups and there's literally nothing I can do. And in those times, I just wear absolutely minimal makeup. I try my hardest to wear almost nothing. Like right now, I don't have any foundation on. I just have concealer on my face. And when I'm having a good skin day, that's enough. You will have more good skin days the more you try to go less makeup. I have experienced that as well. So I just focus on my skincare. I focus on my environment being the right temperature, no alcohol, no coffee for a few days. Then I let it calm down, and it seems to help. Also stay out of the sun. So that's what I do. So at this point in my life, back to that, I was healing from trauma, ready to fix my skin. I went to see a laser doctor, and I wasn't initially gonna go in for my skin on my face. I actually have like a vein on my leg I didn't like, and I wanted to see if he could like laser it off. And as I'm sitting there, and now this doctor is incredible. This was about 4 years ago, okay? So I'm due to see him again, which will be part of this series. His name is Dr. Bernstein, and he is at the Mainline Center for Laser Surgery in Ardmore, Pennsylvania. Absolutely incredible. One of the best experiences I've had with lasers in my life. So I go for my legs, and he immediately is like, your veins aren't that bad on your legs, and it's gonna be pretty painful and really costly. I think we should talk about your face. And I'm like, okay, I didn't even realize he would have a laser that would be better than the last one I had, because the last laser I had, I felt like it was pointless. And he was like, yeah, you have pretty bad rosacea on your cheeks. Don't you want to like address that? Like that's mainly what I'm known for. I'm like, you are? Like I had no idea, of course. So he did this procedure, not a procedure, he did this thing where he put my face in this camera, infrared camera, and it shows you where all your sun damage is, and wow, I was blown away. Now this was 4 years ago, so I think I'm gonna have this redone. I'm gonna film the entire thing because I'm due to go back and see him. And you guys will meet him, and you will, firsthand, I will have him explain all of this to you from a doctor's perspective. He's incredible. So he did that, and then he explained to me that I could get what's called a V-beam Perfecta laser. and I'm pretty sure that he was the first one with this laser. And it was pretty pricey, but I decided, you know what, like this is my career, this is my face, this is my skin, I'm only getting one. Let me just try it once and see if it even makes a difference. Oh my Lord. I got it done, it wasn't painful, but if you're sensitive, you can get numbed. It was life-changing. I mean, I'm talking my rosacea didn't initially clear up. Now I will say that. Like I got it done, I went home, I was kind of swollen, took a few days to go back to normal, and then I was like, I don't really know, I don't really see a difference. And then he told me you should come back in like a few months and do it again. Because you're supposed to have it a few times. So I did, I just like went back, did it one more time, and then it was such a gradual like not cure, it was such a gradual improvement that I only noticed like recently because my rosacea started coming back, and I was like, oh my God, I really like, my rosacea was almost gone for like a whole year. Like it looked incredible. My scars on my face, fine lines, like that laser over time, over a few months, and I'm gonna do a progressional series on this so you guys can do this with me. So if this is like just post it, stay tuned, subscribe to my channel because you will see this journey. I'm gonna document the whole thing. I've already spoken to him and he's cool with it, so super excited because I need it. It was life-changing to say the least. And so that's what I do now on my rosacea. And I'm gonna film an entire skincare routine of the products I'm currently using. And I think that would be like my next video. So yeah, I think that's all I had to say. Two things I forgot about, you know, tips and tricks. Don't use anything with fragrance, or try to use fragrance-free skincare because fragrance is really not essential in skincare, and it's just, fragrance is just added in for like an experience, like a luxury experience. So if you're buying a super expensive moisturizer, like it's nice to have the smell, and trust me, I miss it, and I'll put it on my body lotion sometimes, but like on my face, no, I can't have fragrance on my face. It's super irritating and it can cause dermatitis and a whole other list of things that are not exciting. And then let me see what I've written down here. The other thing I forgot was scrubbing. I don't scrub my face ever. I don't use abrasive scrubs, nothing physical. The only kind of exfoliation I do now is chemical, and I use the Dr. Dennis Gross peel pads, or I'll go get a facial, but chemical only. And eventually I want to get into retinols and all that kind of stuff because I am 32, so I'd love to start that journey, but I'm just still on the journey of calming down my inflammation, healing my skin, getting it ready for the next stage of skincare, which is a little bit more abrasive. But I think we're on like a great journey. I'm glad you guys are here with me. Everyone that enjoyed my first skincare video, like thank you for all your comments. I'm no professional and I would love to answer everything the best of my ability. If I'm incorrect about anything, please feel free to comment down below. Like I won't get offended, and I'm just here to learn. I'm constantly learning more and more about skincare. There's tons of people I watch all the time, and you know, I would rather be corrected in something that I think than to keep going on, you know, doing something incorrect on my face. Thank you for tuning into this video. I hope you learned something. I hope you're excited for the next few videos to come. I'm excited. I go in a few days. So right now, the before picture I'm gonna show you again right here. This was like literally 3 days ago. Like this is me right now. And today, like it's covered with makeup and you can't even see it. So I'm living with it, it's fine. But in a few days, I'm gonna go get my laser. So those next videos will be my progressional in real time, and you'll really see me going through it. Hope you're excited. Stay tuned. I wanna help you guys with your skin. So subscribe to my channel. I love you guys. Like this video if you enjoyed it. Comment down below because it really helps support my channel, and subscribe for more videos like this, and I will see you guys next time. Thank you.